Hi guys, my name is David and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about a book that was introduced to me through Booktube, and when I heard about it and when I saw it rather, I was thinking, yeah, should I really bother with this book? And I thought, okay, you know what, at least check it out, read the synopsis and see what it's all about and see what makes this book tick. And I read the synopsis and I was instantly intrigued by it. And that book being The Hero, The Fear and the Date by Rod Gilley. Hopefully I'm saying his surname right. So a few days ago I was looking through the community tag and everyone's posts, and I saw that two booktubers posted some links or advertisements rather, because this book was advertised as being free on Kindle for this past week. So I really do need to give them two booktubers the credit. Without them posting that message and advertising this book, I would have never even heard of this book unless someone did a video on it, which might have been unlikely, but I mean, who knows. But I owe them all the credit for bringing this book to my attention. And them booktubers are Bad is Rad 2 and Dark Velvet Dreams. Also, Rod has I'm not really sure if a booktube channel is the right term, or whether a author tube channel is probably the more about what he actually does, because I haven't watched a lot of his videos. I've only watched one video, which was his announcement of this book. But I will have his channel linked down below, so it's down there if you want to check out the author's channel. So before I get into this whole video, I just want to say as well that this is going to be a spoiler-free video, and this is going to be my own thoughts and feelings regarding this book. And also, I just want to say as well to Rod that I am going to be giving an honest review, as I do to all these books that I talk about on this channel. And that's because I like to give my raw, honest thoughts and opinions to you guys, as well as if it's from a small author that's trying to break through. I want to give them I want to be as honest with them as I possibly can, just so it helps them out. So this is a horror book that is a short story collection. Now, because this book is extremely short, it was intentionally done to be that way by the author, because he wanted to give you guys a book that you could read when you're waiting for a bus, or if you're commuting to work on the train or whatever, or if you're in a appointment room. He wanted to give you something that was manageable and small for you to get through. So the first one is called The Hero. Now this is about a retired police officer who hears a lady scream in a nearby building. He goes to investigate. He goes into the building and has a little look round, and he ultimately wants to try to be a hero. He knows that it's probably a good idea for him to call for backup, but he wants to be a hero and try to rescue the damsel in distress. But this doesn't turn out the way that he originally planned. And yeah, there's a twist at the end. I mean, the twist was okay for me. There was an element in it that I wasn't really too keen on, but I got the whole point of the twist. The next one is called Fear of the Dark. Now this is the longest short story in this whole collection, and this is about an individual called David, great name by the way, who is afraid of the dark, and he is terrified of it, and he's going to therapy, and he's got all these doctors that are trying to help him out with all these different techniques to help him cope with this irrational fear of the dark, or rational or irrational, or whatever label you want to put on it. As this is going through, David is being stalked and tormented by this mysterious beast, this mysterious creature that has yellow eyes and white fangs. And it's always attacking David when he's in a darkened environment. So he's trying to deal with that. We do not know whether this creature is real or whether it's just in his mind. I think the author chose to do it that way because he wanted for you guys to make up your own mind about whether it's real or imaginary. And it just concludes with David having to face his fear of the dark. So I think that story was probably my most favourite in this whole collection. And the third and final story in this book, which is only 3 pages long, is called Wild Date. Now this is about a man who wakes up from a car crash. He's crashed his car into a tree and he's trying to locate his date, his female date that he picked up from a friend's party. We find out how he got into the car crash. It's a bit naughty, you're in the car. I'll say that, you could probably fill in the blanks. And the ending of it, the twist is really, really creepy. It's unexpected, but it really improved the story. It's a short and sweet story. So that is Rod's book. It's very, very short, as I said. You can read it. I mean, I read it pretty much all in one day. Rod's writing style is so easy to digest and read and process. He doesn't use any of these long words or complex terms. Well, there were some in the Fear of the Dark story where they had to be all technical. His stories are very imaginative. Yes, there are a few twists thrown here and there to keep the reader on their toes. His characters are very interesting. I didn't really feel a massive connection to any of them. I liked them, but because it's a short story, I didn't really feel there was enough time spent with them for me to form any connections with them. But as a horror fan, it was extremely satisfying and refreshing to read this. This is worth your time, especially if you are a horror fan and you want to read something from a new author, or if you are trying to get into horror. This is perfect because it's not too gory and bloody and violent, and I mean it's more creepy than scary. And plus, because the Halloween period's coming up, this is the perfect thing to read before going to sleep during that spooky time of the year. There is a acknowledgements section at the back and a about author section as well that details that Rod's going to be writing and publishing a new book at the end of the year, well, fingers crossed, hopefully, and I will definitely be picking that up and reading that. So I'm excited to see what else he's got to offer and what else he has up here. When it comes to what I'm going to rate this book, I enjoyed reading this book. I'm going to give it a 4 stars. I was debating whether to give it a 3.5, but the hell with it, I'm going to give it a 4 stars. I will also have a couple of links down below to some of Rod's stuff online. There's a website, I believe, and a Twitter link, I believe. I will have whatever contact information is in this book. I will have it down in the description in case you want to reach out to this author. But yeah, I would highly, highly recommend this book, guys. As I said, it's not going to be your favourite book of the year, but it's going to satisfy that horror fan deep within you. So please let me know down below what did you think about these stories. Is this something that you would be interested in getting? And also, if you are interested in picking this book up and giving it a try. If you have read it, let me know what did you think about it down below in the comments. And I just want to end this video by echoing what I said in the beginning. I just want to say a massive thank you to Bad is Rad 2 and M from Dark Velvet Dreams. I don't think I can express how grateful I am for them for posting that advertisement, because without that I would have never heard of this book, or it's very unlikely anyway. So guys, hopefully you found this video somewhat interesting and entertaining, and with all that out the way, I will see you in my next video.